Can a kid's show about a communist dictatorship actually be good? Well, it can be Emmy Award-winningly good. Let's talk about Auf Fritzis Spuren, or In Fritzi's Footsteps, a German children's series that just made history by winning an International Emmy. This is a huge deal. Not just for German television, but for how we teach history to kids everywhere. So, what's the show about? It's an animated series that tells the story of Fritzi, a 12-year-old girl living in Leipzig, East Germany. Back in 1989, this was a pivotal time. Right before the fall of the Berlin Wall, the series follows Fritzi as she experiences life under the GDR regime and gets caught up in the protests that led to its collapse. The story is framed by two animated hosts, Julian and Anna, who travel back in time. Along the way, they meet real people who actually grew up in East Germany, and these individuals share their personal stories of what life was like. This mix of animation, real-life interviews, and historical footage is what makes the show so unique. It's part documentary, part fictional story, and it's all aimed at kids aged 8 to 12 and their families. The creators have been working on this project for a staggering 16 years, starting all the way back in 2009. Imagine the dedication. Rolf Kukela, the co-director, was completely stunned by the Emmy win. He said that political content for children isn't usually the main focus of these kinds of awards. The fact that a story about a little girl from Leipzig experiencing the end of communism won such a prestigious prize in New York is, in his words, sensational. What's really powerful about this series is that it doesn't shy away from difficult topics. Julien Janssen, one of the leaders, said perfectly, "It definitely shows that no topic is too difficult for children. It's precisely the difficult topics that should be addressed, and they really do." The first episode starts by explaining the East German government's official reason for building the Berlin Wall. They called it an anti-fascist protection barrier. But it also subtly hints at the dangers people faced if they dared to question that narrative. The episode even ends with an introduction to the infamous secret police. The Stasi. The series covers all sorts of aspects of everyday life in the GDR. It takes viewers from the classroom to the coal mine and even into the underground punk scene. It shows the complexities and contradictions of that time and place. This approach has earned praise from critics, who've said the series shows how exciting history can be. This isn't the first time German history, specifically the GDR period, has captured international attention. We've had incredible films like The Lives of Others and Goodbye, Lenin, and more recently, Three Like Deutschland, 83 and Clio Francis List. But it does something special by bringing this history to a much younger audience. Franke Lindemann ended up in the self. For her, the show is personal. She hopes the Emmy win will get more people talking about this period of history, not just globally, but within Germany itself, where interpretations of the GDR can still be very different. She said it's quite special to have a part of your own childhood explained to kids today. One of the main goals of the series is to spark conversations between generations. The creators hope that when kids and adults watch the show together, it will lead to discussions about their own family histories and experiences. At a time when society can feel divided, remembering shared experiences is more important than ever. The series builds up to the fall of the Berlin Wall and captures the incredible euphoria that swept across the country. Director Rolf Kukela said they wanted to show what it was like when Germany was the happiest country in the world. He feels it's crucial for people to remember that moment of unity and joy. Ultimately, In Fritzi's Footsteps is more than just a history lesson. It's a story about courage, change, and the power of ordinary people to make a difference. It proves that you can tackle serious subjects in a way that is engaging, educational, and accessible for children without dumbing it down. It is a testament to the idea that kids are capable of understanding complex political and social issues. By telling the story through the eyes of a 12-year-old girl, it makes history feel personal and relatable. This Emmy win is a victory for thoughtful children's programming everywhere. It sends a message that stories with depth and political substance have a place, and that they can be incredibly successful. Hopefully, this will inspire more creators to tackle challenging, historical topics for young audiences. It's a reminder that understanding our past, in all its complexity, is essential for building a better future. What do you think? Should more shows for kids tackle these kinds of serious historical events? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into culture and media.